Okay. We love the pressure. You ready?
Ready.
In a world where you decide to, I want to get float out, you want to go travel because things open up and vaccines run out, or the certain one you got ran out, and you decide, let's mix this vaccine, and you go past some Caribbean borders and they're looking at you like cheese on bread. So you got two different types of vaccine, and you think you're just gonna come in here? You think vaccine is raw and coke? All right, dang. This is the I'm your host, Jay Hunterville. We got Adele Pesh here.
What's going on, everybody?
Um, Nerzy's not here tonight. She's traveling right now. She has to pack up to her new place, and she's new things are going for her. So
Safe traveling.
Safe traveling. I hope she everything goes there safe and everything goes well. Before I even go any further with the podcast, I wanted to say shout out to Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Gold, silver, bronze. I know it's a regular thing, but we get it all the time. But we're gonna celebrate like we just got the first one. So, and first off, let's just state the obvious, and I'm gonna state it again. It's a shame. It's sad that Shakai wasn't able to go to the Olympics, but let's just be clear. She probably wouldn't get a medal this year.
Wow. Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. You're firing off the hip.
I mean, if 100-meter dash, she's not getting no medals. She's not getting no medals. Maybe in a relay because you can hold a second and third, but you're not gonna no. Jamaica is that place, and Jamaica is that team. You know what I mean? Like, I know they probably have, when it comes to track and field, since they've been in there, I feel like they probably have a whole heap of just gold, silver. Like, come on, like influential. You know what I mean? I don't have to go any further with that. The pots are knocking. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, okay. Jamaica's one of those countries that I could actually say people pray away hurricanes. So yes, you might not believe that, and you might not agree to it, but that's what happens out there. But anyway, for our COVID update, we're gonna take it out to Florida, where what was it? Let's say just a month ago, or about a week ago, or 2 months ago, like everybody was turning up. Oh, Florida! You could go to Florida and have a good time. You go here and have a good time. You go there. You could turn up or whatever. And just like that, Florida breaks record with more than 21,000 new COVID-19 cases.
Ooh, that's man, record breaking, as they say. That's a lot of there's a lot of Delta in the streets.
Delta, Theta, Nu Theta, all them sitting there. They're out on the streets.
These names they make it like interesting, like
Alpha, like Omegas,
Delta. I don't know, man.
Yo, these COVID has a multiverse in itself. You know what I mean? And it's like Florida. Remember, one thing we have to keep in mind when it comes to COVID, though. Remember, these COVID cases doesn't mean 20,000 people have COVID. It's just cases. Just cases, someone was around somebody, and it caused the case. What was it? Weeks and months back, these guys were turning up, having a good time, partying up, having all these events. Was there a festival there? I don't remember, but there probably was parties and stuff. Was the verse? I think Versus was there. I think one of the Verses. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then look, just like that. I don't even think they're gonna do lockdowns. Like just show must go on.
like all the money they lost the first time with the lockdown, like they can't afford that again. They can't
No,
afford it. Like
I think they're gonna be like, yo, just. I mean,
you guys have to
I,
thug. You guys have to thug this out. You're gonna have to hold your head and keep it moving.
I don't know. These guys are moving like Thanos. She's like, you know what? Half the population ain't not a bad idea. You know what I mean? There's some people that think like that.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Some people like, you know, some people in their lives they've learned more about themselves during COVID. You know what I mean? It was a blessing because people had to learn to adjust. People had to learn to change and adapt. And if you didn't, you would be like, it's hard to like imagine trying to go back to life like what it was before. Like things changed so much. Like I can't imagine how much sanitizer I used.
Yo, I can kind of stop using it because like it dries out your
What?
hand too much. No,
What?
like I wash my hands. Like I do the hand and soap as always, but like the sanitizer now, I'm just like,
I sanitize all the time. All the time. I have my own like little I have one in my car that when I, go to the car or whatever, I just two pumps and then, go
and
on my
just
day.
boom.
I have a little mini one when I'm, on road or like somewhere I always have them.
Mhm.
Even the Lysol wipes them. I always, yeah. But yeah, like just face masks all over the place. All these different things go on, but hey, let's just see if everything opens back up. I want the
Aren't we
seventh,
like wait? So what stage are we in? Right, third?
third,
And
but we still
everything,
have to wear masks
but everything,
to
yeah. And then
September.
to September. Okay,
I think it's gonna be past September.
because I think like everything's 50% only right now, which is basically some places it's full. Let's like if half of you can get in, but it looks full, kind of, you're open. You just have to wear a mask, really, right? I was trying to think what's not open right now. What's not open right now? That's a better question. Everything's open, yeah.
I think everything is open. It's just now they're just gonna do certain things. Like I can't get a checkup. I wanted a full checkup, and I
Yeah, me
can't get that
too.
because of COVID. You know what I mean? I
But,
would like,
but some people are still doing. Oh, but you said a full one though. If you do blood work, you can do blood work
yeah, I
for
could do
sure.
blood work. That's not a problem. I want to check my heart. I want to check if everything's pumping right.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I want to check. But hey, like I get it. I get it. There's nothing I can really say. And then you have the anti-vaxxers like, you tell me they haven't cured cancer. They haven't did this and they haven't did this, but you want me to get a vaccine in a year? I'm like, I mean, I get what you're saying, but the harsh realities, I feel like they do have the cure for cancer.
Well,
I'm gonna say it. I think they do have the cure for cancer, but you're making a lot more money on cancer research.
that's the thing.
That's what
Yeah.
I feel. I feel like there is a cure already. Like, for example, like I feel like there was a guy that created a battery that lasts forever and they probably killed him. I'm not trying to, like, you see what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
people have to make their money. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the conspiracy guy. And I hate to even think because it's like, you see, if you believe that, why don't you believe this? No, it's just, I, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to think.
They're telling you to jump the islands. It's like
Right.
nah,
Sometimes,
you can't just
yeah,
jump the
there's,
island. Like
if it makes sense over here, why do it make sense over there? I was like, oh gosh, leave me alone. But
not how it works, no.
I have a choice to believe what I want to believe. But yeah. So there's that. Apparently
Now in the freezer, what's in the freezer currently that's about to expire? What's in the freezer?
the Moderna shots, the Modernas are going to be on sale. The Moderna shots, apparently Moderna shots are expiring now.
Did they say they're getting more, or it's just like, yeah, because
First off, I didn't even know a vaccine can expire.
they do,
That is
yeah.
new to me. That is new to me. Like I thought a vaccine you would just leave. Like for me, it's like I was surprised when I looked at my Tylenol and Tylenol has expiration dates.
Hey, whoa, you're playing. Whoa, whoa, buddy. Whoa. I don't know. I don't know what games of life you're playing, but nah, you can't just take. You go ahead and take an expired Tylenol and see how your day goes after that. Nah, man.
No, I'm not saying I'll take it, but like I'm just saying, like I seen it and I was just like, oh, there's an expiry date. Like I'm not paying attention. It's
That's
not like I use Tylenol all the time.
I try to avoid like popping Tylenol, Advil, and all that. Like even mixing them together, like they told us to mix all these kind of different needles, and then
Yeah, I don't know. But sometimes I wonder, like back in the day, if that was how it was. Like, it's like we have polio shots or, like whatever shots you had back then.
Mhm.
There are people like, no, I'm not taking no. What shot? What shots that were like vaccines that they were like, I guess hepatitis, I would say.
hepatitis, polio. You can add chicken pox too. Apparently, people were protesting in the Spanish flu. So if we dial back 100 years, there were people just in the streets just like, nah, this ain't what it is. And he was like, oh shoot, okay, wow,
Well,
it was 100 years
I've
ago.
I've seen bare tweets about man's talking about the vaccine, and then their family members like, please pray for my individual. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Don't run no joke with like. Listen, as bad as like if people want to play, you're poking the bear, guys. You're poking the bear. That's all I'm gonna say because this vaccine sitting, this COVID sitting is no joke.
This
It
Delta
didn't
they're
seem
talking
like
about?
they have dealt like variants are just popping up out of nowhere like it's a multiverse. They're popping up and like, hey, it's like different plagues. He said, what is like the chicken pox? What if this? What if COVID comes into food?
I mean, they were speculating that at first. Like, remember how they kept saying like it can last on this surface and this surface?
It's in the water.
Like,
What do you like? What the hell? What could you say or do? Like I just.
yeah, chickenpox was the next type of thing. I remember, I think I was 16. I caught it from a classmate that you know, Jamaican dude. Anyways, though,
Don't.
no, I'm not gonna say name. But I'm in a classroom one day, right? And I had like 5 pimples on me. I'm like, what is? I'm like, I don't get pimples. Black don't crack. Like I drink water. I don't get pimples, acne, blackheads. I don't get into that. But I was scratching them and they're like, they were popping. So I'm like, what is this? So then when I went home that day, my mom looked at me and it kind of looked at me. She went, yo, you got them pox, yo.
What is
So
it like? 2 weeks? 2 weeks?
was it 2 weeks? I think
I
it was
don't.
like no. I want to say a week. I think. I don't
I don't
remember
remember
staying that long
ever.
though.
I don't remember ever getting chickenpox. That's the thing.
I was
I don't
almost
remember.
I was almost out of here at 16 because what you're not supposed to do, you're not supposed to take a shower. You have to do like what I call a cloth bath because if
Like
you
oats.
yeah like oats yeah because if you shower with a certain temperature like you could induce a fever or something like that.
Oh, sure. I didn't know that.
So I was like, yo, why'd you do that? Like, da, 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 da. So then I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't know. First time getting this at 16. But the next day
That's when you had chickenpox?
at 16, yo.
I heard it's when
So,
you're older, it's worse. It's worse when you get older.
so, okay, I'm going to time travel a little bit. So when I recovered, though, my mom caught hers after, which is like, whoa. But then
Oh.
she recovered, right? But then I remember the next day after the shower, I was sitting in bed just like, I'm just like, I was like, I'm just, you're going like this all the time. You're just like, I can't scratch. I can't. Oh, this is
Mm-mm.
awful.
Nah, man. I never had any of that stuff. And I won't. I
You,
don't
you,
plan to.
you never had chicken pox?
I don't know. I never had chickenpox. I don't remember ever having chickenpox.
Wow.
I don't think.
But,
Yeah.
but because I think because of the showering though, my face got messed up for a long time. I had to use next type of vitamin E oils to like level the face off because I was scarred up like crazy.
Mm-mm.
Remember time I
Nah,
was remember time I was eating with Dre and two other people. Shout out to them. And they're looking at my face like, yo, like that thing like messed your face up. Like you got like acne or something. It was bad.
nah, man. I never had chicken pox like that. For me, I could say I had COVID. I mean,
I probably got a mini COVID, yeah.
but like, yeah,
The whole group got hit with it. Damn. When you think about it.
the whole squad got hit with a COVID stuff. But that's the thing. Nowadays, now everything's open up. People are not like using their discretion anymore. People are like, okay,
You know what? To keep
it's
it
just what it is.
to keep it a buck, as they say, they never were using it. It's like the minute people put the mask on, like they just like, I'm just gonna ignore the 6 feet thing, and I'm just gonna just talking to it, like. Nah.
Yeah, I wear it. I don't have to wear it on the job site anymore.
Oh, really?
No, but when I go into stores, I always have it with me.
Yeah.
Like I have it like off my neck and then just go into stores and stuff.
I did the same thing.
Like I'm not really.
But you guys are technically outside though, but sometimes
Exactly.
yeah.
Sometimes you have closed areas inside, stuff like that. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens where, and plus we're talking to somebody and what if someone's like spits more when they talk or something?
All up in your face, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah. This COVID is still running rampant. I'm not phased.
You're not relaxed.
Like the one thing is like for me it's just another lockdown. I'm okay. I feel like I'm okay if another lockdown happens. But
I don't know. I don't
who would want another lockdown? I wouldn't want another lockdown because a lot of companies are gonna get hit. A lot of people are gonna get hit with a lockdown. A lot of people are gonna be no money.
Take it in. So we had 100. We were saying earlier we had hundreds for the week, and now we're at 200.
218, I think it was.
218, and then let's say like it starts going to 3 to 4, 4 to 5. It's like
then it goes exponentially.
Like it's like, are they gonna lock it? Are we gonna go back to 1 again, or?
Justin Trudeau pull up and be like, "Hi everyone, we have to stick together, and we gotta close together." Doug Ford is like, "But no, we're."
Yo, Doug is like, yo.
Listen, you guys didn't listen to me, so now you're gonna buy more of my company signs, and keep going because you can't tell me Doug Ford's not making the money through this.
He's making that big.
He's making the money.
He's making a good money.
I don't even know how what happens, what you have to do to get in this position, but I don't know if he's gonna stay in that position.
See, and yo, you know what too? So next year is elections for us, right? And the next year is elections for the states. So this is interesting. So everyone's just trying.
No, wait, no, how?
Next year is midterms for them. So 2022 is midterms for them. Yeah.
Yo.
And the next year for us is either we get a new PM or we get a new person to replace Doug or a new person to replace Tory. So
Yo, I hate the word midterm, It just brings me back.
Some bad PTSD. Yeah, I don't like
bad PTSD for college and high school and all that stuff. We're like, oh, midterms. Like if you're trash at midterms, that just tells your gauge of where you are in this course.
Thank God I had projects. And I barely had exams. Like exams just like this.
Yo, I remember one class I failed. And that teacher I think she hated my guts though. And I remember she wrote in the report card, did not do the required, credit not granted. And I'm like, damn, that's what you wrote? Credit not granted on my report card, yo. Hope you don't have a job. I'm joking. I'm joking. But like she was disrespectful still. I'm sure she didn't. But that's the thing. She didn't. She didn't come back for friggin'. She wasn't even in school for like 3 months because of a nose surgery.
And you're telling me she went to get BBL on her nose?
I don't know what it was, but I don't know.
Wow, that's
But she didn't. She didn't. She
Did she look better? What did she?
Nah, she was okay, but like she was not
Damn.
okay, but like she was a cool teacher, but she was a jerk, and then she didn't want to like she did. I don't think she wanted to teach me, yo. I don't think she wanted to teach me, yo. She didn't want to teach.
She just said, "Hi, and you just." She told you to Google it. That's basically what she
I don't
did.
know because I don't even think she went. Like I feel like she probably just found out she's not gonna go to that school anymore. She's not gonna be a teacher. She said, "No, I'm gonna fail all y'all. I'm failing all of y'all.
Wow.
I'm gonna leave with a bang," and then just cut. But hey. You learn, you live and you learn.
You have to retake the class, and you're just like, why?
I didn't retake the class. It was a what was it called?
Oh,
It was
A GE, like a
nah
general elective, no?
is it yeah, elective. General
Hmm.
elective. Wow, this guy said the name. It was like I don't remember that.
I'm surprised I
Academic
came up with that.
apply.
Yeah,
Is it general elective? I hope that's what it's called. I don't remember what it's called.
general elective. Yeah,
I'm out of high school. I'm out of high school and then I'm out. I'm glad I'm out of there. But
like on one hand, you meet people with GE, but on the other hand, you're like, why do I have to take this?
that's true.
Right?
Yeah, man. I took some courses that I just didn't think. I was like, what the hell is this? Sometimes I wonder why I took the course. I passed it, but I was just like, this is not for me, yo.
Mm-hmm.
But yo,
Met some cool people.
let
Shout
me
out to
tell
you.
you, I just remember a damn story. I might as well tell this story, yo.
Oh,
So yo, around okay, it was this year. I'll say it this year.
is this shit?
You know, I was working and I had a couple of days off, but I like working. Like I like occupy my time making money doing stuff like that. So I said, yo, let me try to do like a cash job for a day. You know what I mean?
A cash job.
Yeah. So I know a place
Okay.
that, I could go get a little cash job. You know what I mean? Make up money.
This
So
sounds
like
okay, keep going.
so so I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, yo, it's time. Let
Sounds a
me
little
because I know places that I could go get like a cash job and whatever.
yeah.
So um called a brethren. I was like, yo, this like a friend. And I said, hey, would you like, I'm looking for like a cash job, you know what I mean? For the day. Cause I'm like, I'm home. I'm like, you know what I mean? It's just like I don't want to stay home. So I'm like, okay, let's do this.
So
So
if you don't have to stay home, I'd rather be out making money. Yeah, right?
yeah. Because it was lockdown too. It was like nothing you could really do anyway.
Oh, true,
So I was
true.
like, okay, let me just go make our money. I'm just trying to stack because I wanted to travel as soon as COVID ends or something. I want to do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Get a goal in mind.
right, because one thing is like when I work, I want to work as much. So at least if there's a lockdown, I have more in my, account and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, yo, can you get me a little cash job, whatever, you know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, okay. It's at this factory. You're just gonna be cleaning stuff like that. And I'm like, hey, I don't mind. Let's do it.
Okay,
I
stop
go
right
there.
there. Wait. If I heard factory low key, I would have been like, oh,
For
okay.
me, I don't mind because I put my headphones in and I just work.
You just okay.
That's how me mentally how I was seeing it. So yo, go to the place now. COVID times, so you had to go in, sanitize, thermometer, gun to your head, like you know what I mean, all that stuff. So I go in now. They're like, "Oh, you came from here." I'm like, "Yeah." Wrote my name in, whatever, whatever. I go in there to find out it's like a fruit packaging plant.
Okay.
So, dog, I wasn't doing any type of cleaning. They wanted me to package fruit, dog.
Oh, you see,
So I'm there looking around. They're trying to find a place to put me to work. And bruh, I'm there just like I was just like, okay, I'm just a day. Let's just pass it, let's try a thing. You know what I
Just try,
mean? So
yeah.
they're going by the bananas, they're going by strawberries. I said where, if they need somebody there. And obviously some people shaking no. I'm like, okay, I guess I could go home. I don't mind. You know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, no, we got a area over there where the limes are. So now I'm I have to package limes. You ever see those fruit crates?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
big old crates that you see produce people bring out. So now I'm out there watching these people package limes. And there's like 7 different type of limes, bro. And I did not even know that.
There's 7 different types of lime. What do you mean? I thought it was just
By
one lime.
size, texture, and all this stuff, bro.
So
So
you had
I'm
to be
there like,
like, you have to be
listen,
like,
I'm seeing these guys move with the hands quickness. So yo, so the guy's like, oh, you're gonna be in this line. And yo, the man was showing me how to like, so this is what I've learned. You have different stores, right? Like different grocery stores.
yeah.
So you have like Fortinos, top of the top, and you have like no frills or whatever. I peeped game. So basically, when it comes to like, I don't know if I'm snitching or whatever,
I mean,
but where everybody knows,
just say
like
allegedly.
when it comes allegedly, when it comes to certain fruits, your fruits are being treated a certain way, dog. Like your fruits are being treated a certain way. Sometimes, like your certain places, your fruits are being rolled into a crate, and they'll be good. They're just rolled. They're just treated different. They'll be rolled into a crate, and there's some fruits that they're hand picked
Okay.
for quality purposes or whatever. So I'm there. Back to these limes. I'm there beside this other guy. It's like he's been there long enough, so he's teaching me the ropes, bruh. What I say, I don't know nothing about limes. So dog, I'm working and I'm like, all I'm seeing is green,
It's just,
and
yo,
and all the limes look the same, dog. So the because there's a manager, the line manager. I call him the line manager. The man kept coming to me because they see, oh, you see this lime right here, that's too big. That one's too small. The man will be like, look, see, this is a different lime. These are the limes you gotta choose and put it in this whatever. And if they're brown, the one thing I noticed what he said, if they're brown, they go here.
mhm.
Or if they're this, they go here. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. But yo, that's all I knew to take out the bad limes.
Just a bad, yeah. Like, have you?
So dog, at one point, I'm trying to, how you're trying to, fake it till you make it a little bit, yo. So yo, the man was like, the guy will come to me with the 2 limes in his hand, 2 different type of limes. He's like, you see, these are 2 different type of limes. Because this guy's eager. Like, there's one of those guys that just they know their job and they're persistent. They're what is it? They're the managers. So you have to make sure you're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? But they're passionate about these limes.
But
Passionate, bro. So I'm there.
that's called cocaine. But
Yeah, so the man's like, look, there's this lime and this lime. Bro, I take them, I took both of them, put them in my hands, feel them or whatever, looking at them, and I'm
he's
like, yo,
observing. He's just like,
yeah, oh, I see what's going on. Nigga, I didn't see nothing. They look the same to me. Like, when I say I'm looking at these limes, just staring at them, trying to take it in and whatever, what the hell's going on. I'm like, yo, I can't tell the difference, but let's just see what's going on here because I don't know. Like, I don't know. So, dog, I'm starting to get cheese because I'm like, this is going insane. So I'm going insane because I'm like, it's just limes and then a skid comes and I'm thinking that yo, we're done. You know what I mean? No, a whole lot of skid of limes coming, rolling limes all day, rolling limes, rolling limes, and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
so hold on. You guys are just everyone's standing on the spot, just
Standing, skid. You pick up a lime, like there'll be empty boxes, and then another cart, and then you're just rolling limes.
you can't sit down.
Can't sit down. They're standing, rolling limes. just rolling lines and just checking the lines and make sure everything's good. And then they'll stop because I didn't know to stop. Then they're like, we have to count the lime now. Okay, gotta count limes. So basically, 5 limes times, is it 40 or 20?
5, 40 or 20. What do you mean? Like
Five. I had to count 5 limes, pick out like 5 limes 20 times. No, I think it's 30 times actually.
so they
Because
go 1,
that's
2,
how
3, 4,
much it
5.
goes.
And 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
one, two,
5.
three, four, five, drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3. Nigga, I lost count multiple times because something would just happen, and then I'll just look because my ADD kicks in. I'll look and I hear a random noise. I hear alarm go off or something. Lost count, and bro, I'm just putting lines in. I'm like, yo, let me see if the man. Let me just start to talk proper, you know. Yo, I'm looking. The manager's watching from the corner of his eyes. He's acting like I'm not seeing him, you know.
Oh, but
I'm watching him, you know. I'm working, but my peripheral's there, and I'm looking, and the man's peripheral's looking at me like I've seen him. I'm like, oh man, he's gonna come to me. He's gonna come see me, dog. He's gonna see me. So he comes back, looks. Then he's like, okay, now I had to take my crate, put it on a scale because apparently it's supposed to weigh now. So you got to do the count, you got to do the quality control, and you got to see how much it weighs. It's a simple job, but I was going insane because I'm like, I don't think I could do this for the rest of the day. I was going insane. I'm like, man, why am I doing this? Like, I appreciate anybody who does this and likes what they're doing and loves what they're doing, yo. And whoever does it to survive, I appreciate you. I respect you because we need that. We need limes. We need fruits and vegetables.
I don't
You know
know,
what I mean?
man. If I could invent a job, I'll just give it to all of them and be like, guys, just leave here. Let a robot do this. Please.
No, but people need to make money. So
That's
I
what I'm
understand.
saying. Like I'll give them something different. Like,
and I don't want people to believe that the robots can do that because they're gonna take all our jobs. So I was just like,
all that standing in lineman, yo.
So yeah, I was legit liming, like just doing all these limes, just rolling, counting, and then I started to get cheese. I'm like, yo, man, what the hell am I doing here? Like, I'm just looking around, looking from left to right, and I don't think I'm better than anybody. I'm not. That's not what it is. It's just my attention span was not there, and I'm just like, dog, this ain't for me.
Now, how much hours passed by at this point when you were just like?
It was like an hour.
Yo.
So I'm my gloves, right? So like limes are probably explode in my hands and stuff where like I had lime juice or dried up lime juice I didn't know. So tell me how I'm working now. And my eyes started to itch. So I decided to rub my eye. Itch my eye. Lime juice.
Oh.
So one eye is burning, like my one eye is on fire. Fire, burning up. So I'm just working, and then tears just flowing out the one eye like Denzel Washington in Glory, bro. just so any man that's walking by looking at me, you're just gonna see me just moving these lines, working in line, and you're gonna see him bare tears just coming through my eyes, bro. So it's like, man,
what's wrong with this guy? Like,
he's going through it, bro.
Yo,
I'm just like,
what's wrong with that guy?
My eyes are burning, so I'm just tearing up, beer balling as I'm like working. So I'm working, you know. And then I was just like, man, I can't do this. I'm gonna go insane. I can't do this. I had my hair net. I had my gloves. Look up bonnet, plastic. What's it called? I guess robe or thing.
Like a surgeon thing.
Yeah, like it's not a handkerchief, but like the thing that covers your body, like if you're grilling. Bib.
The bib.
The bib. So dog, tell me how. I'm like, okay, I'm out of here. I can't do this. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do it. So all I can remember is When it was break time, the man's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do 250. It's 215s and a
Okay.
half for your lunch." I'm like, yeah, yeah,
You only get a
yeah,
half.
yeah, you get a half and 215s. I'm like, okay, okay. Took off my hairnet, took off my gloves, rip off the bib, throw it all in the garbage because you get a new one when you come back because of COVID protocol and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yo, call my girls and tell them like, listen, I'm not, I'm leaving this job. She's like, how's it going? How's it going? You know what I mean? It's like, how's the little side? I'm like, I'm coming. I don't think I could do this. I don't think I could do this. I don't know how to do this. She's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What are you doing? I'm like,
Nah, I don't think you
I'm
understand.
like, I don't think that. They got me counting limes. They got me counting limes in here. And then she's like, what? Counting lions? I'm like, nah, limes. Yo, this girl started to burst out laughing on the phone.
Yeah.
Burst out laughing on the phone. It was like she was laughing. It was just like, you can't just stay the day and make a money for the day. I'm like, nah,
Nah.
I think I'm gonna bail still.
Nah, man.
I think I'm gonna bail. And then she's like, what? You're gonna just leave? You're not gonna tell anybody anything? Nope.
Nope.
I'm just gonna cut. I think I'm just gonna cut. I don't think I could do this. So I messaged the person that helped me out and I said, hey, like, I can't do
This ain't it. Like,
yeah,
this ain't it.
they're obviously like sad about it. It's like that's not good, whatever. But they understand because they probably dealt with worse, right?
Yeah.
So all I can remember, yo, is I'm in the car just sitting there, and the manager is like in the same parking lot on the other side, and I hear his car running, and me and my girl talking, and she's trying to convince me, and we're going back and forth, and then she's like, I think you should stay today. I think you should stay today. What? I'm like, nah, I don't think I can. I'm like, I'm going crazy in there. Got me calling limes. My eyes are burning. It's endless lines, bro. I can't do this.
Like,
Endless, like the lines keep coming. And then there's an old man. Yo, there's an old man in there. That was like the lime police.
the
Like
lime god.
so, you know, you have that one worker that he's not the manager, but he go on like he's the manager.
That's the
Them
worst.
guys, those guys. So when the managers, what do you man? What do you mean? Like, so I'm like, what do you mean? Like the managers pull up and be like, yo, um, this is the worst thing is like he had a language barrier. So you even know how to talk to man's right. It's like, no, this is not right. And I'm just looking at the man like, bro, focus on your damn box, Virgin.
Like, focus on, like, what do you...
We have 4 mans here, 4 mans running their box. Why are you coming over here by my box when the manager cuts? They're going to pack it and go. When it's going to go wherever they're going, it doesn't matter who packed it anymore unless it's like we're shipping cocaine from Narcos or something and lime or something.
You see, you would think you would walk into that, but no, you were dealing with green
I
ass
was
lines.
real limes. If I was dealing with cocaine, I don't know. I'd be like, wait, hold on. I would have been like, hold on. Can you imagine?
I would have been like,
I picked up the wrong crate.
Oh, and then it just burst on the floor.
With this beer, white powder packs just rolling off the lines. I was like, oh.
High key, I'd be like, wait, I'm gonna use the washroom, and I'll just walk out. Because what's not gonna happen is the kick door, where the cops come in, the SWAT comes in, gun to the head, everyone kiss the ground. This is a drug raid. Nope, not to me. I'm gonna
drug raid an actual company. It's an actual like food processing, like a fruit like produce processing plant.
Okay, hypothetically, what if they're a front? So okay, wait, let's play with the scenario. So you get that one crate, and then you actually drop it. Bam! White all over the floor. Everyone stops. Everyone kind of looks at you.
While I'm there with the tears still running in my eye, like just tears running in my eye.
With the tears still running.
Still running. Yo, when I say, let me tell you something. When I say it was real tears. Tears are going like tears were going like rain on a window, dog. They were going like this, they're rolling across. They're
Holy, that's
like tears. And I'm seeing the man on the forklift. I'm seeing man looking at me like I noticed that they're looking at me like, oh, he's not liking this job. Or what's the matter? What's the matter with him? But what's the matter with him? Why is he? Because it's the one time they ever seen me. It's not like they can look at somebody that's been there long enough and is crying or going through. It's like, oh, it's probably something in the family. They
right?
don't know me and they're seeing me ball. You know what I mean?
First day. See, I would have looked at the forklift guy like, why couldn't they hook me with that job? I could be on a forklift and just move around.
But that would be hilarious if it was a drug ring. But it wasn't the case. So yeah, I messaged the person. I'm like, yes, I can't do this. I think I made a little excuse. And the person wrote, that's not good.
Oh.
So I wrote, that's not good. And then I was like 15 minutes, like it was the longest, yet the fastest 15 minutes of break ever. Because me and my girl are just on the phone back and forth reasoning. But she just like I think I woke her up. So she's just in bed, just like she's laughing, like she's laughing. And I'm just like, and I'm taking the scissors. I think I'm gonna cut. So you can't just cut like that. I'm gonna cut. It's like you can't just cut like that. And it's like you can't just stay the day, make our money for the day. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I didn't even tell her about the lime juice in my eye yet. Like when I say I was about like real tears, and it's like when your eyes starts going and then your nose starts to go too.
Oh.
So, like it was crazy. And I was like, I can't do as much. I respect anybody who goes in there. You like citrus, whatever. You like the smell of citrus, whatever.
You smell some citrus. You will smell that.
Listen.
I wonder at the end of the day, do they just be like, here's a bag of limes every day for the rest of their life?
I don't know how that works, but if you want to smuggle I would assume if you want to pick up a 1-2 lime or pick up a 1-2 fruit and throw that in your pocket, you can. But it'll be terrible to get caught.
Like
they probably treat you like a drug kingpin. You're trying to steal a pack of coke, just pop. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that, but it does. It's harsh reality. It could be one of those places that
They see that you're thinking now, like
thinking it might be one of those. But anyway, so I'm in the car.
It was a weird location, wasn't it? Like it was like a out of the way. Like
it was out. It was out. It was like a factory area, but like you know how it looks good in the front.
Oh,
good in the front. I could go by that. Like when I went there, it's like, oh, there's a headquarters, and the person like, you're from thing. You got to go over there. I'm like, okay.
So you think it's legit, but then you walk in, you're like, nah, this don't.
It's not that it's bad. I just couldn't do it because I was going insane, and my attention span is just all over the place. And then when I was trying to just work and keep my mind, and I couldn't put in my headphones. I'm just working.
Oh yeah, you see
sounds. Just truckload. And the one manager that's trying to go on. The worst thing is when a manager is trying to I don't mind when a manager is trying to teach you and whatever, but when the manager is trying to be discreet and he's not discreet.
Oh, like in terms of
you see when you catch when you catch a man about to do something. Like let's say you catch a man about to rob your car. And you see his face, he sees your face, you look at him, you guys react, and it's kind of like, why do you have that knife in your hand? And then wait, hold on, you're trying to take my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll see the man working, I'm working, and I'll see that man behind the skid, look like he's talking, or he look like he's picking up a box, and then we're going, hold on, that box is empty. But I'm like, he's looking at me. He's looking at me. It was like, where his head's down and he's looking at me. I know you're looking at me. I see you.
You're not low.
And then the funny thing, I'm messing up though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm messing up. But then it's the other guy that's the volunteer CEO the volunteer assistant manager that's just baiting out my scene because he had a language barrier and he was loud. So I'm like, it's as a unit, I was struggling. Like it was good, it was working, it was good, but like I think he was doing above and beyond.
Like,
You know what I mean? Like that just made me roll my limes or whatever. But I was going insane. So yo, I'm still back.
I can't have headphones. Like, if you had headphones, if people were to put their whatever, like, it'd be halfway decent. But like,
Yeah, but I think because it's a factory, anything can happen.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Just hey, get out the way. You know, just rolling.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like
I said, get out the way.
you know what I mean?
Yo.
Like I remember an episode of Law and Order when the man was like, I think the man fell into the garbage truck, and the garbage truck was closing, and the cops were on the roof like, hey, the garbage, like trying to fan off the garbage man, and the garbage man is dancing in his Walkman, like dancing, like he's like sliding, like doing like a two-step. As the man is like, like getting crushed.
Dark episode.
That was a dark episode.
Dark episode.
But that was a very dark one.
Workplace accidents.
So basically, I was like, I'm leaving because I'm hearing the manager's car stop. It turns off. So that means everybody's going back. So I'm like,
I'm not gonna follow. I'm not following.
My baby, I'm leaving. It's like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, yes, I'm leaving. Start my engine. And I start reversing. I'm reversing out. And then it's like everybody's walking into the building. They're going back into the cafeteria. So you're seeing people, single file going in. There's this guy, I think I'll always remember his face. He locked eyes with me. Like he was just walking and he looked and he saw me. I locked eyes and he just saw me. I'm slowly reversing out. Yeah. Like I'm supposed to look back and reverse, but I'm reversing out it's like he knew, like it's like as the way he looked at me, he knew that he's not coming back. He's leaving. Like he's leaving. Like, it's like he knew that it's like he's out of here. He's gone. And I was just like, all I remember is I reversed out. I remember like I feel like if I was reversing out, the manager was probably coming that direction and didn't see me. So I was but I didn't even look back to see if anybody saw me. I just went straight, reversed out, floored it out, seen a truck coming, I floored the left. That's it. That was it. That was it. I was done with the job. I was done. I couldn't do it. And then the one thing I learned more about myself that day. I learned what I can do and what I cannot do.
Green limes to no.
No limes. That's all I'm gonna say. And let me tell you something. I go see my girl, right? Mm-hmm. Like we were living together at the time, and she was laughing from on the phone. Like as I got there, it was just straight laughter. Like she was laughing the whole time. When I got to the house, she was still laughing. Like still laughing,
That's
when it's just funny to the point that like it's just a random silence. You think someone's done laughing and you hear them still laughing.
It's just like we had those, yeah. We had those
like they're by themselves, and they're laughing still. But yeah, it was that's one thing I've learned. A little story. Other than that, you have any other bad job experiences?
We could do per episode. I got like I got this like 20 episodes each saga of the week. Like one time I think I told you before, it was like this thing called stage handling. Mm-hmm. So what people do in stage handling is any concert you think of where all those stage lights and the props and the big speaker, soundboard, huge cables, people set that up, right? So this company in particular, not going to say the name. It's the same day. It was like I got hired, and then the first thing I read immediately was it was a night job. So I'm like, oh, I didn't think to sleep beforehand and then go, right? So I was up all day. So I'm heading there, and I'm standing there in the parking lot, and I'm just like, I don't see anybody here. Like I'm early. I'm like, I'm punctual. I'm like, oh, what's going on? People started gradually showing up. All types of let's just say MAGA white looking dudes, a Native American person. I don't know where
Don't
he
say
came
the
from.
race. Don't say. Don't
I
say
don't
the
know.
race.
I don't know where he came from. Couple black young people, young Filipino people, young white people. So it's just a mix of people, right? And then older rocker looking guys who I later found out those guys are called roadies. That's a real thing for people that don't know. Roadies, like they travel with the bands.
Yeah.
So we get in a black van that holds about like the driver, passenger, 6 to 8 people. So we're deep in there. And they do attendance check. They go, is everybody here? Yeah, everyone's here. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. This was a show for this was a show to Aerosmith, the band. So they were hyped. This was
Okay.
because the guys are there, they're hyped. They're like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, rock on.
Yeah.
All that, right? So then they're like, oh, where's this person? Oh, the guy's already there. Okay, where's this person? They're already at the location. Don't worry, let's go. So we peel off from the parking lot, right? We're on the highway. Let's say we're going south Ontario. I should say the city. No, I'm not going to say the city. I'll say Itchener. So
Okay.
in
All right.
Itchener, we get there. It was around I think it was around like 10 p.m. or whatever, right? So to get through the actual concert, we had to pass through like a Walmart plaza. So obviously it's nighttime, there's no cars there, right? So we stopped there a little bit. Guys are talking mess. Someone had a beer in their hand already. I don't know how they snuck it on. I don't know.
It's just like work is not getting done over here.
Someone had a beer in their hand already. I don't know. One guy's pissing on the wall. I'm like, oh, okay, it's one of these jobs. All right. So we get back in the car because he had to stop the whole vehicle because he's like, oh, I gotta use the washroom, and man, I gotta use the washroom. And so okay. So we
I decided to piss on the wall.
as the so when we stopped, yeah.
Oh man.
So then we're heading to the spot, and how they set it up is at a park. The park has a mean hill. Keep that in mind. So there's a mean hill, and there's like a walkway. The stage is there. The crowd's supposed to be in the empty grass area, and they have tents for days. You see the Aerosmith's truck. You can actually see their actual road, the tour bus. Apparently, there's 2 tour buses. I don't know what's going on in the group at the time. Apparently, one was for the singer, the rest was for the band.
Yeah.
So that's how they roll. So we get there. When I said the crowd was empty, the crowd was not empty because I just realized while telling the story, as we were slowly in a turtle's pace, trying to just park in there carefully.
There's groupies.
Have you been to a rock concert before?
Never.
Yo, a rock concert or rock concert, like James, you don't understand. Oh, you hear
Listen,
the way. Yeah, go ahead.
No, all I can remember is when I saw footage of one rock concert, and a man was swinging on people, like hooking off.
Mosh pits, yeah, that's a real thing.
Like hooking. Like he punched a guy, punched the next guy, and he swung his hand back like he was trying to catch his fall, his balance, and hit somebody else. And I'm like, okay, all right, that ain't for me still.
Mosh pit. So when they're literally fighting as the music's playing, that's okay. But anyways, though, as we're coming down at a turtle pace, right? There's people just walking up and down the road, walking. When some person tried to get in our vehicle, that's a whole nother. So So we're
Where
so,
can I come into? I want to come. Where you guys?
yo, I wish I got most of the guys' names, but yeah, nah. So so we parked, right? And then as soon as you open the door, some guy's like, "Yeah, dude." He had the wigger gear, so he had the jorts, jean shorts.
The John Cena gear. The
Yes,
John Cena
he had the John
gear.
Cena gear, hat sideways. I don't know what it doesn't a rock concert. I don't know why he's dressed like that. Striped polo shirt or whatever, right? And this guy's like, yeah, yeah. As soon as the door opens, yeah, man, this is crazy. And then people,
Oh, he must through the door.
I was he was lit though.
Let me open the door. He just opened the minivan. Yeah,
Like he
man.
like he was lit. Like he clearly was drunk. So he's trying to like as soon as the door opens and we're
In the
trying to get
car.
out, he's trying to get in. So everyone's like, get out of here, B. Yo, get that fat out of here. Get out
And
of
he's
here.
the one that's supposed to tell you how to work. He's the one that's supposed to.
Nah, that was a random fan that was just wandering
He
around.
thought he was a.
Nah, he was a random fan. Now the one thing I was noticing throughout the night, I wore black because like it was my work clothes at the time. But I noticed everyone that was working that day had to wear a certain black on them, just to associate that you're working with the crew, right?
Mm-hmm.
But nah, this guy, after the guy got crushed out, he's just like, "Oh man, you guys suck," and he just waddled away. Just so we're leaving the vehicle, and we're just like,
Yeah, that's how they are still. Like you could be like, "Yo, move." All right, fine. I'm gonna get drunk and just walk off.
just wobbling off. So we're just like, "Wow, okay." We continue walking down the hill, walking. You hear the waves of the. It's cool energy. I'm not even gonna lie. You hear the and all that, right? So then, I think one of their shows ended. So they had to change the stage around for a second show for the next day. So then as soon as Aerosmith leaves the stage, they're like, okay, guys, let's get to work. Get to work. So keep in mind, I never had like this type of job before. So I'm like, get to work, okay? So I'm like, okay, everybody. So you see the fans clearing out. First of all, they had a team of people cleaning up the garbage. Just a team, you know how they have the poles and they stick the
yeah.
team of people, James, just in the garbage, just cleaning up, picking up panties, picking up bras, picking up bottles, picking up other stuff, picking up other stuff. Like it was
what? Yeah, okay, yeah. You said
like,
rock concert.
right? So
Did you see any cracked vials as you're walking?
no, my eyes were fixated on the panty thing. That's a real thing. Women just go like,
I'm saying bare jaws.
you see, they do that and they throw it on stage. So we have to clean the stage off, clean the grass area where the crowd is standing. So our job was tearing down the stage. They're like, okay, we need new speakers on the stage. 100-pound speakers, dog. 200-pound speakers. Oh, get this big ass light. Okay, you're gonna strap it in a harness. You're gonna go up there and fix all types of. So you guys, you see those guys on the harness and just fixing lights, and then they fixing the lights.
Mm-hmm.
People are moving on left and right. Oh, I need 30 more feet of that cable. See you guys hauling the big cable. Like,
yo, man.
I'm looking around just like, what the okay. I'm just looking around just like, oh shoot, this is.
So were there some things that they just looked at just like, hey, you look like a strong man. Let's go over here.
So I'm glad you mentioned that. So as I was standing there, I think I was chilling with the youngest people there, because as we got there, I met other younger people there too, right? So we're all just chilling, just like, oh, this is, and they're like, okay, you guys push that speaker up to the ramp. Dog, ramp with no railings. So, so we're pushing it, and everyone's just, and people are slipping on the ramp, so they're not getting grip on the thing.
The alcohol and all that stuff was probably on the ramp.
Right? It could have been wet. I didn't even catch the joke yet. I didn't even give you the joke yet. Sorry. So we're pushing up speakers. All of a sudden, you hear cling, 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 cling. It's raining. You think they'll stop? Yo, now the life
Oh
of stage handling. When it rains, people you do think people will call off?
no,
No, dog. Okay,
no.
get all right. I'm gonna play rain sounds in the editing, but all right, guys, get get the other speaker up there. So we're pushing up speakers, slipping and sliding. People are pulling their muscle. I was like, yo,
Oh,
dog, that was not fun, bro. We did okay. There's a guy just limping. I remember one guy, big white dude. He was like limping. He had all types of bandages on his foot. I'm like, what is he into? He's like, okay, young man, you give me that thing over there. And you have to pull up this big, it's this big thing. And then after I was finished, okay, what do you want me to do? All right, yo, grab this cable, 30 feet. So you have to pull cable and all that. Oh
yeah,
man.
that's worse.
So as the day is, because it's midnight, right? So the
Mhm.
day's trickling on, and then it's like I blink my eyes, and all of a sudden it's 7 a.m. Dog, I'm tired. My
Yeah,
whole body hurts.
the first night shift is rough.
My whole body hurts. I'm just like, oh, I'm limping. They give us breakfast though, so breakfast was catered. People were eating scrambled eggs. People were doing da da da, and they're like, yo, okay, guys, uh, we booked a hotel room for all you guys to stay in, which is actually decent,
Yeah.
right? So there were different tents of people. There were like 5 or 6 tents of different people.
Hmm.
So the people who are doing the night shift like us, we got to the hotel.
Hmm.
We're driving. First of all, the driver's like, "Yo, where am I going?" In Kitchener. Not to say the name. I'm being silly. In Kitchener, where am I going? Okay, I did this turnstile twice already. Like, where exactly am I going?
Oh yeah, Kitchener has a bunch of turnstiles.
Like,
I was yeah, I know. I think I know where you actually were because I was in Kitchener and then yeah, I think I know where it is. I
yeah,
know and
right.
I know the Walmart Plaza. Surprisingly, sorry, continue.
So,
Ninth line is it ninth line? I don't remember. No, I
well,
remember. No, I remember. I just don't remember the name. I know someone that lives there.
mm,
Sorry, continue.
so the guy finally figures out where he's going. Boom, we're going traveling. People cracking jokes, doing whatever. Right. I'm tired as hell. My eyes are half closed. I'm like, my body's in pain. It's like, yo, this is not it. This at the same time, I'm like, this is not it, man. This is just crazy. We get to the hotel, we're checking in. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. Whatever. Yo, dog. I took our shoes off, took whatever off, and then the guy told us, okay, you guys get your sleep, do whatever you need to do. Be back in another 8 hours. So the same time that was picked up, which is around like 8, they're gonna work again, right? So you have to sleep in the day, right? Yo,
Yeah.
dog, I hit the bed. I just blinked my eyes, and 5 hours, 5 hours just zipped by.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a Nigerian roommate who, because he does stage handling, he has pictures of all types of artists. He had pictures of Drake. He had pictures of this person, this person, this person, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The guy has a wife, and he says he has a white girlfriend. I don't know why he had to mention that to me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it's the specifics, but
Mm-hmm.
then when I woke up, he's like, "Oh, you already? I'm doing the
You
accent wrong."
well, you wake up early.
And
You no. How does
I did
it?
that. Hold on. Let me do a
You
Nigerian
are
accent.
waking up. You are waking up quite early.
Early, right? Right? You were
What?
tired. You were
You
snoring. I was like,
you
oh,
are sorry. Oh wow.
I was like, oh shoot, okay. And I'm like, okay, let me get some food at least, right? So then leave the hotel. I'm wandering. I'm like McDonald's, Chinese food, Tim Hortons. There's always a Tim Hortons everywhere. But I'm like, I'll go for McDonald's, right? So walk in there. I walk in there. First of all, ancestor rule number one: when you walk into this place and you're the only black person, be on the head. Keep your head on the swivel at all times.
Facts.
If you,
Facts.
so I walk in there. I'm the only black person in there. I'm like, oh, here we go. I look behind the counter. People are looking at me like I've never seen a black person
Yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah.
I
Let's
was,
see this. Yo.
I was like, oh, I'm like, yo, okay, look,
The
let me
whole
get some.
kitchen was looking at you. The whole kitchen.
I was like, yo, let me get some small fries and the junior McChicken, right?
Of course,
And
that
they're just making. I
chicken.
get the money. They just take the money and they're just looking at me. Cling,
Yeah.
cling. And they're looking and they're like, and it's just awkward. Just
Yeah,
and
because that's
I'm
when
like,
something's wrong. When they take your money and they look at you still, they don't even look at their till. They're just looking and it's just. It's like when you give a baby something and they don't trust you and they're just looking at you the whole time. You know, like when you give an infant something and they just looking at you like.
that's exactly it. So I get my food, right? I'm like, okay, that was weird vibes. Let me just walk out of here, brisk. Let me just walk out of briskly. I'm not gonna have a pace. Not gonna have a not a pace. What's it called? I'm not gonna check out the scenery. If I feel
Yeah.
vibes are up, I'm just gonna fast speed walk.
Hmm.
Going back to the hotel, eat the food. My roommate, I don't know where he went. He went somewhere. So I'm watching TV. I'm just like, okay. For some reason, I felt like I was in America out there. I don't know why. Like,
Hmm.
I don't. The hotel, how it was set up, it felt like an American vibe to me. It was weird,
Hmm.
but the evening progresses, and then okay, everybody meet for the lobby. So people are just knocking on everyone's
Hotel
dedicated
room.
room. Yeah, it's like,
Hmm.
oh, it's time to go. Da, 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 we got to set up and blah, blah, blah. Or we got to tear down. Sorry, we got
Hmm.
to tear down. Da, da, da. So then we get down to the lobby, and then I'm talking to people and what I'm doing and all that type of stuff. So I found out. I don't know if I found out that day in the lobby or after, but apparently two people got sent back home because it's like as soon as they hit the hotel room, they were allegedly making noise, carrying on, and stuff like that. When the people that own the hotel came in and figured out like what's wrong with you guys, chill out. They found crack cocaine in the in the room, beer, hard liquor. It was like a couple fighting, so they got high in there smoking crack. Which
Shut up, my crack. You know, and they'll.
yo, they were scrapping in there. So then the dumbasses got kicked out. They lost pay, and then the Nigerian guy was going in. He's like, you see those white people? They smoke, they crack, and they messed their money up. And da, da, da. You see, I like you. You're smart. I was like, okay, what? What is what? What is
You
doing
see,
that?
you go over there and you get your McDonald's and you sit down and you relax and you make your money. You go home, you take your paycheck and you go home.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway,
Don't do
so
this nonsense.
nonsense. So we get back there. The second day didn't feel as bad as the first. Like the first day was rough though. So
Yeah.
second day, tear down, like the complete tear down. Like the band is leaving. They're gonna hop into whatever next city is on the tour
Mhm.
date. So tearing down the stage. It felt faster the second time. So I'm like,
Yeah, 'cause you know
okay.
you're doing.
So we tear it down, and people go, "Oh, okay, we're done." So I was like, "Okay, you guys, going home now. So, you go in that car, you go in that car with that people, you go in that car with that people." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay, this is all right." So then get in the car. One guy was yo, hold on. It rained again. Sorry, I stepped.
Mhm.
It rained again. One guy
Mhm.
was. I don't want to do this to native people. Please get help, guys. I'm praying for you guys. But the
And
guy's
not every
clearly
nigga's like that.
not all of them are like that either. But this guy in particular, he was drunk as f. He was just like, "Yo, man, you're a brother, man." You, I was like, "Yo." He's like, "Yo, man, this." Like he was drunk because like his eyes were like almond, like tight almond. Like it's just. He's like, "Yo, man, I love you, man. It's just, this is it's crazy. It's just I'm like, yo,
Yo, when those guys get
yo."
drunk,
I was like,
oh,
"Yo, please get some help, sir. Please get some help." And then two guys almost got into a fight. I'm like,
over
because
what?
what happened is like they weren't holding the structure properly, the speaker. So
Hmm.
guys like, this white dude snapped. He's like, "Yo, you need to hold the effing structure. Yo, you're gonna make me injured." And then a black dude was like, "Nah." So it's like pushing each other, they're just shoving each other. Everyone's just watching. But and then
Do
they
they know
broke it
each
up,
other
right?
type thing?
They didn't even
Oh.
know each other. They probably met that day, right? So as we as we're packing up everything, I get inside the vehicle with the three other people, or no, it was like no, we were deeper this time. It was like 10 of us.
Mm.
So we're traveling on the way home, and then they stopped us off to where they picked us up. So then everyone either had a vehicle in the parking lot already parked, and they
Yeah.
get in the car driveways. Some people called the taxi. I got a ride
Yeah.
home.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, when I came home that day, man,
You were done.
after that, like I was done. I hit the pillow and just it was morning time.
And that
I
was it. Yeah.
was
Hey,
cooked, man.
hey, man. That's me. Like I worked a bunch of places. I could say that I worked a bunch of, and it's 12-hour days. Let me guess, 12 hours.
Yo, it felt forever. Even
Yeah, 12-hour days is not fun. It's not fun. When I was doing 12-hour days in Toronto, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's different when you're out of town because it's like you're
it's
out of
weird.
town and you don't really know what to do. But when you're home and your home is like right there and it's like 12-hour days, yes, it's good, but at the same time, it's like I have so much other things to do.
That's long, man.
Yeah.
I
But
don't know.
hey, I don't know. The moral of the story is, I don't know what the moral is. I don't know what the moral is.
I didn't even know either. I mean,
No limes. They'll say that. No limes and no crack cocaine.
please keep your drug use at home. Do not bring it
Yeah,
to the
like,
job.
do not bring it to the job. You know, one time I see a man that's like, yo, that I know that's not booger crust on your nose. That's you took a bump. You took a bump. But anyway, let's just wrap this up. Um,
This should be a
if you have any,
series. Like everyone just.
I have more stories.
I
I have
have
more
more too.
stories.
So
I have more. So, um, if you have any questions or concerns, send it to askthevent@gmail.com. Delpesh, you got anything to plug?
just my Insta and Twitter, DELNIGIRO. I'm cooking on there. I'm talking on there, and I'm looking good on there. Please follow. Please support.
Don't kill me. You can follow me at JHunterville on Instagram. Follow my Twitch TV/Lou Pistols. Follow the Blizzard Boys. Close this pod out. I think I might start. I just might start posting things on TikTok, but I don't know yet.
Oh, you're playing with it. Like you're playing with the. Okay.
I've been on TikTok for a while, just looking, and it's pretty cool because the algorithms are different. It's not like you're following It's not like you're following people that you know. It's just other people, and it's just like 30-second vids or 20-second vids, and it's just you'll learn something quick, or it's funny for a quick moment of time. It depends. There's longer vids, but like it's an interesting platform. I'm thinking if I start posting some clips or posting some things over there, it could kick off, but you never know.
Never know, yeah. Give it a try.
Thank you for listening to the pod. You can put it we're on Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple, we're everywhere. And if we're not there, let us know so we can put it there.
Facts.
So thank you guys for listening. This is the Van, and we out. Peace.
Peace.